a second, please. Congrats to Corpus. They played a great game, and they had, these games. I don't necessarily think they had I have to go back and watch it, but I don't think it was necessarily a different plan. Thought they just not kind of executed better than we did early on. Made some shots. Shooting in here is always an interesting thing when you can play an extra game in here. It can be an advantage. I think we were 3 for 18 from 3 in the first half. And they seem to have just better rhythm than we did. And then we battle back, get it to 2, and they bank in a 3, and that's March. That's basketball. And it wasn't our night, and we're obviously very disappointed. But it doesn't take away from, these guys are back-to-back champs. And I just love coaching these dudes, and I'm proud of them, and I'll take questions.
Coach, when you got it down to you mentioned the shot that took the bank shot, how much did that take out of the momentum that you guys had fought so hard to get back?
Didn't help it. We great defensive possession, really battled to guard, and 22 has really played well as of late for them. When he plays well, they're at their best, and I think he's his 5th-year senior, and he made a senior play, threw it in. It's certainly deflating for us. Still had an opportunity, got it back to a 2-possession game one more time, and just proud of our fight. We fought all year. We've been through a lot, and just came up a couple of shots short tonight.
Question for both players. Did they do anything differently defensively compared to the first 3 times you saw them this season?
I'd say different was they were more locked in and, more detailing what they did. It wasn't nothing different. They still ran the same thing, but I feel like they had a bigger purpose today, to hard hedge and go get a rebound. So this wasn't nothing different. It was just a 1-2 thing, I say.
I don't really feel like they did anything different defensively. I just think we just didn't make shots that we usually make. And I feel like that's what it all came down to. They made more shots than we did, shots that we usually make every day and all day, just weren't falling today. And that's just really what it was.
You guys seem to thrive at best when you're pushing it into the 70s and 80s. Did it feel, as far as scoring, did it feel as if Adam Christie was trying to slow things down to keep it from getting into that pace?
I didn't feel that as much. Anytime you're losing, like when we have the lead, I guess I wouldn't say, it was a slower game, but I don't think that was something that they necessarily thought about. I thought when you play with the lead, it's easier to have your pace, and we kept, we were pushing it, and I felt like both these guys had so many shots that were all the way down. They came out, and I think he has a jumper to cut it to 5 with about 7 minutes left. And, obviously, like what Ty's done this year is incredible. He's one of the best players in the country, and that he had one in the second half, one of his pull-ups that's in and out. And, again, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. We've been here before, but it doesn't take away the foundation that these 2 guys have laid, for this program, and just continue to build and taking it to new heights. First back-to-back champions in school history. Ty was here for 2 years and won 2 championships. And Raji Lyons was here for 5 years and won 3 championships. I'm not sure anybody's ever done that. And it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good to be on this side of it, but Nicholls basketball is we're here and we'll be back. It's not going to be, we'll be back.
This men's program has long been, one of the flagships of the Southland. Just talk about, the foundation that they laid and what you have coming back going into next season to see to it that you come back in a position to win it all.
Yeah, I think, we've got some great players coming back. You know, we got a great young core. I mean, we have 5 freshmen. Everybody talks about like these older dudes and our transfers, but we're built on, you know, guys that have been in our program for multiple years. This guy came and bought into what we have been selling since day one, and got to play 2 years for this program. You know, he gave everything. And this dude, you know, he's what college basketball is all about. Like 5 years at one school, like didn't transfer, stayed with it. Like, you know, and I say it all the time, you know, I mean, this dude's probably the best player to ever play here, and this dude's probably the most valuable player to ever play here. And I'm proud to be sitting between them. I love him to death, and it sucks. It sucks. And, you know, I just told those guys in the locker room, they're the best part of my day. And they had a great year.
You guys, if you want to expound on your legacy, you know, with this program, what this program has meant to you and what it will mean to you in the future?
You go.
I say Nicholls probably the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. You know, I knew Clunch since high school. He offered me out of high school. I didn't go. I took another route. Went junior college. He offered me again. Took another route. I was like, no, I don't want to go with Clutch. Ended up going to another school. And while I was at all those schools, Clutch talked to me every day. The coaching staff talked to me every day like I was a part of them. So when I left, I knew Nicholls was a spot for me because it wasn't even the things on the court. It was off the court relationship he brought for me. Like, coming from me, I come from nothing. I don't come from a lot. I come from a small town, Tunica, Mississippi. So anything is opportunity. So I feel like he really loved me for me and not just for the things I do on the court. So it was easy. And I just feel like Nicholls has changed me a lot in the fact of growing as a person. Like, getting up every day and trying to do something to, you know, win the day, like to do something positive. So I just feel like Nicholls has, you know, is a blueprint for anybody. And I feel like it's a spot for, you know, any recruit, any student, even regular students. Like, it's love, it's passion, great people.
You know, I've been here 5 years. Coming out of high school, I didn't have any offers, actually. Nicholls took a chance on me. I was a little skinny kid coming out of New Orleans playing for a private school. It wasn't even that good for real. And, you know, they took the chance. And these 5 years have been amazing. The university, the city, like, it's nothing that's compared to this. These people love you no matter what, through thick and thin, through it all. They talk to you outside of basketball. They talk to you about all types of things. And it's nothing I would change. When our coaching staff changed in my first year, I could have left. But I stayed under Clunch because he believed in the program, and he believed that they could take a losing school. Before I came here, they always talked about Nicholls was losing, Nicholls was this. And when I came here, I promise you, we worked hard. We worked everything. I'm talking about people don't see the work we put in to do what we do. We go through so much on and off the court that never gets seen. And we come together at the end of the day and we just work. And like, Nicholls is one of the best things that ever happened to me. That's one thing I can say. That thing, going to Nicholls would never be a regret. I mean, it's always going to be something that's part of my life. My family loves it. My friends love it. I've met people I'll know for the rest of my life through the school. And it was just amazing 5 years. And I'm just glad that that we played the way we did and it finishes off strong like this. Cause I mean, I wouldn't play for no other team under no other coaches in college basketball than Austin Clunch.